Good morning, students. I am going to read through, it's page 22 on our reading today. We're going to talk about our sun, which is our star, and then also the sun's energy. Okay, so starting from the beginning, it says that our sun is a star, just like other stars that you see in the night sky. It is a yellow, medium-sized star. The sun just looks larger and brighter than the other stars because it is so close to Earth. Imagine the light from a flashlight. If the flashlight is close to your face, the light seems really big and bright and it hurts your eyes. But if the flashlight is way down the street, it seems small and dim. The light from the flashlight didn't change. It just seems different because of the distance. Okay, so our sun is the closest star to us. It's just like all the other stars in the sky, but it's very, very close to us. So here's a flashlight. If you were to look at the flashlight like this, it looks really, really big and bright. But if I were to take this flashlight and go all the way over here, it doesn't look so bright, right? Our sun is the same way. Okay, so it looks really bright to us because it's so close. Well, how close is it? Our sun is 93 million miles from Earth. In star distances, 93 million miles isn't very far at all. It's really, really far when we're talking about traveling, right? You could go around the Earth many times and make it 93 million miles, but in the sky, 93 million miles isn't far because everything is so very far apart. The next closest star to us, other than the sun, like the next one that's closest, is 25 trillion miles away. So that's much, much further, which is why this star, Proxima Centauri is what it's called, looks like a little point in the sky. It doesn't look anywhere near the size of our sun because it's way further away than our sun. The sun makes the daytime sky look very different from the night sky. During the day, light from the sun floods the sky and drowns out the light from the other objects in the sky. That's why we can't see any of the stars at night. They're still up there, but our sun is so bright that it kind of outshines everything else. Think about what the light from a flashlight looks like during the daytime. Okay, so I'm here in my bright room and you can't really tell that this flash, well, you can tell, you can see it, it looks like a point of light, but if I shut my lights off, hang on just a second. Now the light looks a lot brighter, right? Because the lights on my ceiling were drowning out the lights from this flashlight. This would be a good time where I would have an assistant to get the lights, right? But I don't, I'm just here by myself. The sun, like all other stars, produces light and heat. Heat and light are the two kinds of radiant energy. Radiant energy is energy that can travel through space as waves. Just like every time we draw a sunshine, we draw a circle with little lines coming out of it like sun rays. Those are really representing the light and the heat that come off of our sun. Our sun shines on Earth for several hours each day, giving us a large amount of light and heat. Other stars send out light and heat too, but we don't feel that heat from the stars because they are millions and millions and sometimes trillions of miles away. We do get a little bit of light from those stars at night. Without heat from the sun, our world would be a very dark and very cold place. It would be far too cold for plants and animals to live. Oceans and lakes would turn to ice. Now, we're used to seeing that in Minnesota, but if we didn't have a sun that was the perfect distance away from us, it would be like that all the time. The sun keeps the earth warm. The earth's atmosphere helps to trap the sun's heat just like a blanket. You can feel the sun heating the earth when you walk on hot pavement of a sidewalk or on the warm sand of a beach, right? Have you ever walked across a beach without your shoes on and the sand's really, really hot? That heat came from the sun, and our ground traps that heat and holds it in, and we can feel that heat kind of like a campfire coming up from the earth. Without the energy from the sun, the earth would be lifeless. Trees, grass, and other plants would not grow. Plants use energy from the sun's rays to make their food. As they make their food, plants release oxygen that we need to breathe. Without energy from the sun, plants would not grow. Then animals and people would have nothing to eat and nothing to breathe. Life on earth would not exist without the sun. So our sun is very, very important to us. And as you can see up here in this figure, and we'll be adding a figure like this kind of to our lap book, we've got the sun right here, and it's shining and giving radiant energy in the form of light and heat to one side of the earth, right? The earth is lit up on this side, this is day. On this side of the earth, there's no light shining at all, so this would be night, and the people on this side of the earth could see the stars, right? The stars are still over here, but that light from the sun is so bright that you can't see them. All right, I hope this helps, and I hope that you're all doing well, and I will talk to you soon.